Hi, my name is Robert Chelle with Chelle Law, and my law firm assists veterinarians with employment contract issues. Today, I'm going to talk about what is the AVMA Excess Limit coverage. So, the AVMA, the American Veterinary Medical Association, they have what's called the PILT, which is the Professional Liability Insurance Trust, and the PILT offers vets a wide range of different types of insurance. The two most common are the professional liability insurance, so also known as malpractice insurance. Then they also offer licensing board defense coverage as well, so that if there was some complaint filed with the board, the vet would have an attorney assigned to their case and they wouldn't have to pay anything out of pocket. As far as the underlying coverage, it is exceedingly inexpensive for a vet to have malpractice insurance. As an example, like a small animal exclusive vet can get covered for $250 per year. And so how it works is they do offer different tiers of insurance based upon the limits. So limits are simply how much the insurance company will cover the vet, and it's always known as, so like for instance, if you have 1 million, 3 million coverage, that means you have 1 million per claim. So they'll cover up to $1 million per claim, and then they'll cover up to $3 million on aggregate per year, meaning the total amount of claims paid out can't exceed $3 million for the entire year. Now, is it likely that a vet would ever have a case with $1 million in damages? Absolutely not. But they still offer that amount. Now, you could get, I believe it's 100,000, 300,000, 300,000, 900,000, and then 1 million, 3 million. Those are the three different levels that can be paid for by the vet. And then as far as prices go, the most expensive is equine only vets. And you could, if you had like a 1 million, 3 million policy, I believe the cost per year to an equine vet would be like $2,500 per year. Now, it's an occurrence-based policy. So that just means a policy has to be in effect when the malpractice incident occurs. So there is a claims-made insurance for kind of other healthcare professions. In that scenario, you would need tail insurance, not a pun. It's actually called tail insurance, and that covers kind of the gap in between when you leave an employer and then the last day somebody can sue you. But for vets who go through the AVMA, this is something you don't need to worry about. Now, the AVMA also offers excess limits, meaning if you have the most expensive policy offered for professional liability insurance, you can also purchase additional coverage that would cover you for an additional amount of money, each year. And so just to give an example, let's say you had a 1 million, 3 million policy as a small animal exclusive vet. As I said before, it's like $250 per year. You could get an additional 1 million limit for $106 per year. Is the excess coverage necessary? Probably not. It would be exceedingly rare for any vet to need coverage beyond that. There would have to be some kind of like insane catastrophic combination of events to get to $1 million in damages for some kind of malpractice against an animal. But if you're not worried about the costs and want to feel more comfortable with additional limits, it's very, very affordable. Now, as far as who should pay for your underlying malpractice premiums, and the premiums are just what it costs to insure you on an annual basis. If you're a veterinary associate, the employer absolutely should pay for your underlying premiums for two reasons. One, it's just industry standard. And then two, they're exceedingly affordable in the veterinary medicine arena compared to other, like physicians, NPs, PAs. It's just dentists. It's just more, or it's just, inexpensive compared to those other ones. And so there's just no reason that the employer shouldn't pay for it. Now, will they pay for kind of the boost and excess limits if that's something that you're interested in? Maybe, maybe not. And if they're not interested in doing that, then, there's no reason that the vet can't shell out, a couple $100 to feel maybe a little more comfortable about the limits. Once again, probably unnecessary, but it's there. the veterinary industry, as far as malpractice insurance goes, is very different than almost all of the others because the vast majority of vets use the AVMA PILT, whereas let's just take for physicians, for instance, there are hundreds and hundreds of professional liability insurance companies that offer insurance to physicians. There is no kind of one big conglomerate that offers them. It's really state by state. There's just less, I guess purchase power might be a good way of saying it. Whereas, if you could have 90% of a profession that uses your insurance, you can offer lower premiums than if you only had, half of 1% or something like that. That's what AVMA PILT excess limit coverage is. Will you need it? Probably not, but it certainly is there if it'll make you feel more comfortable. If you have any questions about your employment contract, feel free to call my law firm at the phone number listed below in the description, or you can reach us through our website, chellelaw.com. If you thought this video was helpful, please subscribe to the channel. We release videos every single day, and I appreciate you watching the video. Thank you.